All right, good Monday evening, everybody. It is going to be a very warm first week of March, actually feeling a little bit more like summertime because we are going to see a persistent south wind. We've got a frontal boundary draped up to the north of us, but that's exactly where it is going to stay. We're always going to be on the south side of the front this week with that south wind, and that's going to keep our temperatures about 15 to 20 degrees above average. We'll stay in the lower to mid 80s each afternoon. Your morning temperatures will be warming up. We had 40s this morning. Tomorrow morning we'll be in the upper 50s, and then for the rest of the week we're going to warm up through the 60s. So by the end of the week, lows will be near 70 and highs will be in the mid 80s. So that's why I'm saying it's going to feel like summer. The humidity is going to be higher. Yeah, it is definitely not going to feel like March. 65 degrees right now. Will be between, let's say, 57 and 59 first thing in the morning. Now, here's the issue. We do have a lunar eclipse tomorrow morning, March the 3rd, but we may not be able to see it. We do have the possibility of some clouds after midnight and a little bit of fog developing, especially down around the Gulf Coast. Now, there is also going to be a little bit of breeze tonight, and that would tend to break up the fog. So, if it doesn't develop out there, you may be able to see the lunar eclipse. Now, this is when the moon is going to be in the shadow of the Earth. It's basically going to be between about 5 and 6 o'clock in the morning, with the peak of it at about 5:30 in the morning. The moon is going to appear a dark red for a little while, and then by 6 o'clock, really, the eclipse is over, and the moon is going to set at about 6:30. So it's definitely going to be over by then. The next eclipse that we have a chance of seeing is actually going to be on New Year's Eve, 2028. So a little more than 2.5 years from now. So if you don't get up and try to see it at least early tomorrow morning at about 5:30. You'll have to wait another 2.5 years. All right, Tuesday afternoon, lower 80s with a mix of sun and clouds. More sun in the afternoon, more clouds in the morning. And there's that frontal boundary. Moving to the north is a warm front. Another low-pressure area is going to move across the Midwest. The active storms track stays to the north of us. That's going to keep all the good rain well to the north, and the best we are going to do is just a stray shower in that more humid air. We need more than a stray shower, though, because we're in a pretty serious drought situation over the southwestern part of the state, an extreme drought there. It's expanding. It's not just Adams County anymore. It's Wilkinson, Franklin, Jefferson counties, beginning to creep up into Claiborne and Copiah counties as well. So as you can imagine, burn ban in effect for several counties, mostly in west central and southwestern Mississippi. That does include Warren, Hinds, and Rankin counties until about early April. So for tonight, patchy fog, but that's mostly going to be to the south of us. Otherwise, warm and increasingly muggy. There will be a little bit of a south breeze out there. South wind increasing to about 10 miles per hour tomorrow. We'll make it up to about 81 degrees with mostly sunny skies in the afternoon. We'll call it partly sunny Wednesday with a low of 63 and a high of 82. And look at where we're going to be over the weekend. Lows in the upper 60s, highs near 80 degrees. We are going to see a boundary get close enough that will increase our chance of scattered showers, mostly in the afternoon, and there could be a thunderstorm or two in the mix. I'm thinking especially by Sunday, so we'll keep you posted on that. It is going to be a short weekend thanks to the time changing. We go back to daylight saving time this weekend, which means technically it's early Sunday morning, but really late Saturday night. Before you go to bed, you spring forward 1 hour, which means we lose an hour this weekend. Sunday is only going to be 23 hours long, but starting Sunday, the sun won't go down until after 7 p.m. So that's the part everybody likes. It's going to stay daylight longer starting this weekend. And notice our chance of scattered showers does continue into next week. So I know it's going to be dry through midweek this week, but I think we're going to be transitioning into more of a wet weather pattern as we get into next week. And again, the more rain we can get, the better. It has been a little bit too dry this year. This is supposed to be our wet season, and we're just not getting enough rain. All right, that's your forecast for tonight. Meteorologist Megan Hanna is going to be here in the morning with your next update. Have a good night.